I try my best not to be an orthopedic surgeon, which is kind of crazy. My dad used to take my brother and I to the emergency room when we were kids, and we kind of grew up in the emergency room. So there was a lot there to see and a lot to keep you out of trouble. And it really did affect my brother and I for sure. Fortunately, we knew kind of what God had for us and we trusted him. And it truly turned out to be that. My dad actually taught residents. Even though he was in private practice, he would pick them up and take them to the Crippled Children's Hospital up in Mount Airy and Dobson and teach residents. Something that really has been important to me is teaching other people. But I've really enjoyed that piece, whether it be students or it be residents or it be fellows. I mean, just the interaction you get with people who want to learn and know and do. I just love that piece.
I think that the two things that I would say if I were giving this award to Dr. Pollock myself, I would say thank you for your leadership and for your innovation and for your commitment to educating the next generation. He's trained hundreds of residents, fellows, and students over his career, and they're all now in practice, and they have tips and tools and different skills that they've learned from him that they now can use to help provide high-quality care for patients. And just looking at his ability to influence so many students and so many learners over the years is just really a testament to what he's been able to achieve.
By teaching, think of all the people you actually touch. And that, led me to all the international teaching that I did for J&J. It just meant a lot to me because not only were you teaching people who wanted to learn, these are now doctors who are already doctors in practice who come to learn from you. And you touch all of their patients, no matter what country it's in. I'm just the instrument. I'm just the screwdriver or the wrench of the multitude of tools that are all necessary to do what we do. So one thing I enjoyed about my work at Wake is I really believe in a team. I'm just one part. I'm not better than anybody else. This is who God made me to be, and that's an entirely different way of thinking. Our joint replacement community is pretty close, especially the residents who go on and do joint replacement. The residents I kind of taught even 20 plus years ago are still great friends.
To take those tenets of sort of teaching and trust in learners and apply it across all of the aspects of residency. And so that what I mean by that is on call, he did the same thing. He would let residents and learners do cases and instruct them where they needed to be instructed. And then on his private patients, he did that. And then, again, in their personal relationship between David and the residents would try to foster a relationship of friendship as well as mentorship. So definitely deserves some recognition for that.
Aha moments with residents is to see them actually go from being a child of orthopedics to being ready to leave. And you see them do something. I remember covering a trauma case with one of my buddies now. He did a case, and I couldn't believe how good a job he did. It was so good that I was like, oh my goodness, he's ready to go. I want everyone to know who have touched my life in some way, whether they be fellow faculty members who are friends or my family. Truly, the things that my family sacrificed for me to do the job I did, and especially my wife, without her, I could not have been what I have been. My siblings, my brother, we're a pretty close family. My brother and I are like best friends too, still. We've always been best friends. We both have our spouse, but my next in line is my brother. I would not be here if I hadn't have gone to Wake Forest and to the School of Medicine, to Bowman Gray. Bowman Gray kind of opened, I did okay in college. I did quite well at Wake in medical school because it just gave me, with my kind of whacked brain, it was where I was supposed to be. And it just became different. And that would not have happened had I not gotten in here and come to Wake Forest. There's faculty, there may be too many faculty members for me to mention who have been like a father to me. I will say Dr. Bowman has nurtured me, and he has definitely been almost a father figure for me, as well as a great friend. I don't really expect my residents or fellows to remember my name or me. That doesn't actually matter, okay? What matters is they take things that are important. Love your patients, spend time with them, but more importantly, love your family.